think of Mel Brooks, not Mel Gibson.
Because this was off of the Magic Knuckle, and so that was already funny, but it was slightly serious. But we were writing it pretty seriously, but that was completely hilarious.
I love that it was a tragedy that your dad was an evil wizard. I'm sorry I have to tell you this.
It made me think of like shift of focus, because I didn't even notice Danielle back there. I was just like watching them, and then when you like brought her in, it like just totally flipped the story to where I thought it was going. So that was cool.
It made me think how fun it is to play scenes in totally different ways, and you could have just as easily played it straight, or you could played it with different reactions and how differently the scene would have turned out, and how exciting that could be for us later on.
It made me also think of how silence can be funny. Like when he was like, she left the wedding. And like that was like the funniest part, that like moment where like no one was talking, and then it like went to this other thing.
Yes. It made me wonder what happened at the wedding.
She left the wedding. It's like, wait, why?
I didn't know wizards grew up on the wrong side of the tracks.
I love that. And what does that mean in Wizard World?
Yeah, right.
I like how praying is okay and having candles is okay, but praying with candles is ridiculous.
Very funny.
I don't know why it was hilarious. I wonder what the relationship with the first two characters were. That he would just walk away suddenly.
Husband and wife, it seemed like, because they just got married.
I can definitely see that. Especially since she addresses him as honey.
I could be wrong.
That's interesting, because I didn't even think of whose wedding it was.
No, me neither.
She just left the wedding. I didn't even think it might have been their wedding. And she's like, I should probably go see why that happened.
It's cool. It was their wedding.
It makes me realize, because we had the story in front of us, and so to continue it, it made me realize how different it is just as a scene alone without the precursor.
It made me think of the Carol Burnett show. Because of like the over theatricality of how we read it. I mean, so.
Yeah, I liked how it's funny because like you guys, I think that you took the clues of the word like of what it said to and then got over dramatic, like the line about being so familiar yet so different. Like it was just like what? That doesn't. You're contradicting yourself. And I loved how you guys played that, and we knew exactly from the beginning that this is going to be a funny scene rather than being played seriously.
Do you want them to repeat what they said in between the two takes?
Sorry.
Do you?
I was going to say it reminded me a lot of a very dramatic soap opera.
Mm-hmm. And then you said something.
I wondered about the whispering. Like, was it inside his mind? Or like I thought like for the scene, why didn't Amanda just walk out and just whisper it into his ear? Like that would have been funny.